Chapter 3. Bones and Muscles. Learning Objectives. Skeleton. Muscles. Joints. Our body is a wonderful machine that can do many things with the help of different internal and external organs. These organs combine together to form an organ system. Each organ system has a specific function to perform. In this chapter, we shall study about our bones and muscles. Skeleton. The framework of bones that encloses and protects all the internal organs of the body and gives the body strength, space and support is called a skeleton. Human infants have 365 bones. But as they grow older, many of these bones merge and fuse together. An adult human being has 206 bones. Other associated structures that make up the skeleton are ligaments and cartilages. Ligaments are bands of dense and fibrous connective tissues that help in the functioning of the joints by holding the bones together. Cartilage is a strong elastic connective tissue that is more flexible than bones but stiffer than muscles. The ear and nose are made of cartilage. It is also present between the vertebrae and at the end of bones like the femur. All these together form the skeleton system. Apart from giving shape and support to the body, the skeletal system makes movement possible with the help of the muscles. Bones have hard outer layer and spongy inner layer. They are composed of calcium and phosphorus. The long bones of the arms and legs, such as the femur, thigh bone, have a central cavity containing bone marrow that produces blood cells. They have their own blood vessels, as well as nerves which help them to grow and repair themselves. Some important parts of our skeletal system are skull, backbone, rib cage, limbs and girdles. Skull. The topmost bony case-like structure of our body is the skull. It is made up of 22 bones. Its upper round part encases and protects the brain. It is made of 8 flat bones interlocked together. The facial part of the skull is made of 14 bones that support the eyes, nose and mouth. The lower jawbone is the only moving bone in the skull that enables us to eat and talk. Rib cage. The rib cage is made of 12 pairs of delicate curved bones that make a cage-like structure. It encloses and protects the heart and lungs. 10 pairs of ribs are joined to the backbone at the back and to the breastbone in the front. The last 2 pairs of ribs are joined only to the backbone and not to the breastbone. They are called floating ribs. Backbone, spine. The skull is attached to the backbone or spine. Run your finger from back of the neck to the middle of your back. You can feel a chain of 33 small bones. These bones are known as vertebrae, which make a long bony structure called backbone or vertebral column. It protects the spinal cord, which is a delicate part of the nervous system that passes through the backbone. The backbone starts at the base of skull and extends to the lower region of the back. Limbs and girdles. The bones of upper limbs or the arms are attached to the spine with the help of the shoulder blades or shoulder girdles that are made of 2 collarbones and 2 shoulder bones. In the lower limbs, the hip bones or the hip girdle is made of 3 bones joined together. It connects the legs or lower limbs with the spine. The upper part of the leg has a single bone called femur or the thigh bone, which is the longest bone in our body that bears the entire body weight. Importance of the skeleton. The skeletal system provides shape and support to our entire body. Internal organs such as brain, spinal cord, heart, lungs, eyes and other such organs are protected by the skeleton. Joints. A joint is a place where two or more bones held together by strong tissues, called ligaments, meet. Human body has several joints. The joints in the skull are immovable because they are interlocked. All the other joints in the human body are movable. These joints provide free movement of the bones because of a fluid that acts like a lubricant. The ends of the bones at the joints are covered with a thin layer of a strong tissue called cartilage that acts like a cushion and prevents the bones from rubbing against each other. The movable joints in the body are hinge joint, ball and socket joint, pivot joint, and gliding joint. Hinge joint. Hinge joint allows the movement in the bone only in one direction. It is just like the hinges in a door. Joints in the elbow, knees, toes, and fingers move back and forth only. Ball and socket joint. This joint allows free movement of bones in all the directions. In such joints, one of the bones has a ball-like structure that fits into another bone having a cup-like structure. The hip and shoulder joints are the examples of ball and socket joints. Pivot joint. The joint between the skull and the spine is a pivot joint. It allows our head to turn to the left and right and move upward and downward easily. The joints located in our neck climbed. Gliding joint. Gliding joint is found between the vertebrae in the backbone, wrists and ankles. It allows them to bend forward and backward and to twist and turn. Did you know? The only bone in the human not connected to another is the hyoid, a V-shaped bone located at the bone of muscles. Muscles are the soft tissues present in the organs and around the bones that give our body a definite shape. The human body has more than 600 different types of muscles. The bones in the body cannot move on their own. They move with the help of the muscles. Muscles in the human body can be broadly classified as voluntary or skeletal muscles, involuntary or smooth muscles, and cardiac or heart muscles. Voluntary or skeletal muscles. These muscles are under our conscious control. Our arms, legs, neck, and shoulders have voluntary muscles. Voluntary muscles are also called skeletal muscles because they are joined to the bones and other muscles with the help of strong elastic bands called tendons. Involuntary or smooth muscles. These muscles are not under our control as they are not joined to the bones. They are present in our internal organs such as eyes, lungs, stomach, and intestines. They control the movement of eye muscles, chest muscles, and muscles in the alimentary canal. Cardiac or heart muscles. These muscles are present in the heart. They help to pump blood to different parts of the body. They are involuntary muscles that work throughout our lifetime without getting tried. Functioning of the muscles. The muscles move the body part by contracting and then relaxing. Muscles can pull bones, but they cannot push them back to the original position. So, the muscles work in pairs. When one of them contracts, the bone is pulled in that direction and the other muscle of the pair relaxes to move the bone in the opposite direction. Then, the relaxed muscle contracts to pull the bone toward its original position while the first muscle relaxes. Keywords. Fuse, to join together to become one. Vertebrae, the small bone of the spine. Bone marrow, soft, spongy material inside the bones. Cord, a piece of a string. Hinges, a piece of metal that allows doors to be opened or closed. Chapter Roundup. The framework of bones and other structures such as ligaments and cartilages in our body is called the skeletal system. The skull protects our brain. Rib cage protects our heart and lungs. A joint is a place where two or more bones meet. Different movable joints in our body are hinge joint, pivot joint, ball and socket joint, and gliding joint. The movement of different body parts is possible because of muscles. There are three types of muscles in our body: voluntary or skeletal muscles, involuntary or smooth muscles, and cardiac or heart muscles.